I don't know, like you just want to like push each other to like the absolute limit. And she's the one that can do that for me. And I think like it's the same for her.
And if you don't want to see two soulmates going at it in the ring, then I don't know what you want to see.
I want to be PWA champion. I want to be the one that is the face of the company. I want to win Colosseum.
Welcome back to Grapple Theory. Thanks so much for joining us once again. And today we're joined by not one, but two very special guests. First off, second time appearance on the show, Charli Evans. Charli, welcome back to the Grapple Theory podcast. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm good. And you're, of course, joined with us here today by first-time appearer on the Grapple Theory podcast, Jessica Troy. Jess, thanks so much for coming on here for the first time. How are you doing?
Good. Thanks for having me. I'm here with my kitten.
Oh, she is adorable. That is so cute. Oh, it's peaked already. The episode peaked already. I don't know where
we just end it now.
Yeah, we go from here.
No, I mean, these great
sleep on my lap, so she'll be here most of the time.
What's her name?
Solo or Solene.
Solene. Love
French.
That. I love that. I think I said before we started recording, we have a long history of pets appearing on the podcast. So, I mean, she's in good company. We've had a lot of good ones.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
But no, thank you guys so much for coming on and joining me today to talk about something really cool, really special happening in just over a month from now as of time of recording, October 12th, 13th, Colosseum, PWA, huge match between yourselves for the PWA Championship. I mean, talk to me first of all. We're going to get into all the nitty-gritty, all the details about it in a sec. But first of all, Jess, I'll start with you. I mean, like, talk to me about your year as PWA champion, because by the time Colosseum comes around, it will be sort of near enough 12 months since you won the title. How has that been for you?
It's been crazy, honestly. It's actually gone so fast when I stop and think about it. That was like one of the highlights of my career, is that night at Colosseum against Ricky South. So I feel like me and Charli Evans, night one Colosseum this year, is going to be the new like highlight of my career. I can feel it already.
I love that. I mean, Charli, what about yourself? Again, you spent sort of the last year basically essentially trying to convince everyone that PWA and the rest of, I guess, indie wrestling is Chev's country. How do you think that has gone? How is that going in your mind? How's that progression going?
Pretty well, I reckon. Pretty fucking well. No, it's very exciting. Like I've always, like PWA has always been my home, and no matter where I've traveled to or been located, I have always tried to like point people into that direction. So now finally kind of getting that moment and having a title match on the biggest show that any Australian company will do in the year is really exciting.
Yeah, I mean, before we get into the match stuff, you mentioned the size of the show. Like, PWA seems like somewhere that has just been growing and growing the last few years. I mean, like, I know, obviously, Charli, we had you on the podcast a couple of years ago, and we spoke about, like, the Aussie scene. But it seems even since then, like, the growth has been incredible, and that, like, just more eyes seem to be on the product now than ever. Yeah,
absolutely. I think, like, PWA has always been really, like, high-quality pro wrestling, like, for, the last 10 plus years. And I think really, what do you reckon, around 2017 time when Ospreay came over, I think that's when it really started to pick up, which was when I had just moved to the UK.
When you left.
Yeah, literally. Like I left like the week before that call to arms where Ospreay was on. So I think from then, like he got a lot of eyes on it. And then obviously Robbie got signed to New Japan, and, he's always promoted PWA and like pointed everyone's eyes in that direction. And I think, Shaz going overseas, us going overseas, I think everyone's main goal is just to always bring eyes back to PWA and the talent that we have here, because it would be incredible for us not to have to, put everything aside and travel out of the country and travel so far just to get noticed in some way.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a great shout as well. Like Jess as well, like mentioning that, because we talked about, again, before we recording, like travel and things like that. I mean, you guys do it more than most, even just within your own country, like going to shows. Like it's crazy. Like, again, especially compared to the UK, like we always complain about travel here in the UK, but we have it easy compared to like what you guys and the Americans do. Like,
it's like when you want to go and get your name out there, like not just Australian, but like worldwide, you kind of have to travel the world. And it just so happens that Australia is very far away from the rest of the world, it turns out. So we always we flew ourselves to America all the times. And obviously Charli went to the UK. It's just something you need to do. And it's fun as well. So get your name out there and have a fun time traveling with your friends.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But you guys obviously now seem to be in a place where, again, you can have these big marquee matches that the world is going to want to watch while staying in Australia, which is fantastic. And that brings us on to October 12th, 13th, Colosseum for the PWA Championship. Not just for the PWA Championship, round one in the Colosseum tournament as well. So it's so much on the line. Jess, I'm going to start with you. I mean, like, you mentioned one of the, this could be one of the highlights of your career. Like, this, I assume, will be your favorite title defense of your run so far.
100%. And I'm sorry to everyone else that I've already wrestled, but it's just going to be like anytime I get to wrestle my best friends, we have the best time and we just absolutely kill it. Like, we just have great matches together. Like, we have such good chemistry out of the ring that it'd be hard to not have good chemistry in the ring, I feel.
I mean, Charli, I'll ask you about that. Like, because I wanted to ask you both in terms of does being such, like, do they feed into each other essentially? Does being such great friends aid in being such great rivals? And likewise, does having such a great rivalry bring you closer together as friends?
Oh yeah, 100%. Like we can just feed off each other, hit each other a lot harder with little to no consequence. Because she's sweet and I could never be angry at her.
Yes, it's me. I'm the problem.
When she stabs skewers into my skull.
I was going to say, that's the tricky part though, isn't it? Surely that's the tricky part. And then maybe you can't go like all out and do what needs to be done to get the win.
Oh no, you can. You can. Because like, I don't know, like you just want to like push each other to like the absolute limit. And she's the one that can do that for me. And I think like it's the same for her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, you can really test each other. And there is that friendly little competition as well. I think especially between us because like we started, you know, a month apart at the same place. We were the only two girls. So I think from the very beginning, not that we did it, but I think we were compared to each other. Do you know what I mean? Like by other people, it was like this, like, oh, you know, who can do this, who can do this. So it's always just been like not one-upping each other, but like we will push each other to like our full potential.
Yeah. It's interesting you mentioned that as well, because like, Jess, I wanted to ask you guys in terms of, like you say, starting so close together, but again, being like part of a scene at that point where there were relatively fewer women on the scene, like, is that sort of, like, I assume it can be a hindrance at the start in terms of, you know, again, like people comparing you when you're not necessarily all that similar, but also, again, gives you that push, that chip on your shoulder to prove yourselves and also prove that you're different from each other.
Yeah, and I think that's why we had to travel a lot at the start as well. Like, you know, we started 2014. I had my first match at the end of 2014. Jess was not long before me. And, you know, for the first two and a half years, we were wrestling the same people over and over again. And I think you can only push yourself so far when it comes to that. And like, that's when Jess went off to America for 6 months and I moved to England because like there wasn't a lot of intergender wrestling at the time as well. So like, my God, every month, like love them, fucking great times. Thank you so much. But like wrestling Shazza over and over and over again, wrestling Harley Wonderland over and over and over again. Cause they were like really the two other women in the area. Like there really wasn't anyone else. Like we'd have a few girls come up from Melbourne, a few from Perth, Adelaide sometimes, like, but there really wasn't.
Yeah,
there really wasn't many other girls in the area. And
no.
we're like, if we're blessed, like there's so many.
I was going to say the scene now is in such a stronger place. Almost going back to what we said. I mean, like, Jess, when you look back at that journey that you've both been on, like, what would 2014 Jess have said? Like, seeing where you guys are now and everything you've accomplished, and like going into this match, like being able to have again, another chapter of this like rivalry that you guys have had written, what would that Jess have said in terms of like seeing this progression that you guys have had?
I think 2014 Jess will be proud of us because it's been such like a lovely journey. And it's like, I was thinking about it when you're asking, she wouldn't even be surprised because like the moment that we met each other, we just like instantly connected. So like that we're best friends now, it's just like so obvious. And that we're going to go into this match and just have a bang a match. It's like, yeah, of course we are. Like, not a shocker. It's just kind of meant to be.
Yeah.
And I always felt like we were meant to be like on the same path as well.
And you have been, that's the thing, isn't it? You've like sort of year on year almost, you have these incredible like revisits of this rivalry. You get these great matches. Obviously, like the one that stands out is that incredible no DQ match that you guys had. Like, I mean, like that's the thing. I got to ask straight off the bat, like how like that match I feel for you guys in terms of like your feud, your rivalry, and the matches you've had is like the iconic one, the standout one. How do you top that now?
I don't know.
Neither do I.
I really don't want to think about it, and I've been trying not to think about it too much because I don't want to put like expectation on it. And I feel like people have this expectation of it already, and I know that like no matter what, like it'll deliver. But I'm like, okay, don't get too in your head about it. Like, I think if you start to overthink stuff, you just complicate it, and it's just like, I just know that it's going to go fucking perfectly. Like it will.
Yeah, for sure. In that case, I'll take the question in a different way again. So we don't overanalyze it. We don't overthink it. But just in terms of like yourself again, like with the incredible matches you guys have had in the past, like is there the case of like you want each match to be better than the last, or is it a case of like just going out there and having fun and like that will make it good no matter what?
I think in the back of my mind, like I always want it to be better than the last one, But same thing that Charli said, I haven't really been thinking about it because in my head, like I know everyone else has expectations, just like they always had expectations about us. But we know ourselves, we know what we can do together. So there's not really much need to be stressed or like worried about it.
Like I'm not stressed at all going into it. And I think like, you know, every other Colosseum or every other like kind of bigger PWA show, like when I had to wrestle Robbie, like the first Colosseum that I did, I was like, oh my fucking God, like, you know, this is stressful. Like I'm this, but like this one, I'm not stressed at all. Like I'm so confident in who we both are as wrestlers and how far we've come, even from, you know, the no DQ, which was 3 years ago now. Like from there, completely different wrestlers.
Yeah.
And only better. So
and I just feel like this is just going to be fun. Like what we've been doing so far has just been fun. So
I feel like we have like a point to prove. You know, I think this is like such a big deal. Like for two women to be, you know, headlining Colosseum, and not because we're women, because we're the two best wrestlers in PWA. And I think that is, you know, like that's the important thing.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely. No, I love that. And that's the thing, isn't it? I mean, like, again, with actually, I was going to say, I don't want to add any like animosity into the friendship. I did like a little looking, like obviously we know how reliable Cage Match is, fully reliable, of course. But it does seem like Jess, you're up more in terms of the matches you guys had in terms of wins.
Am I? That's actually surprising to me.
Do you think so?
Yeah. Why is that surprising to me?
It does seem that way. It's from my count again. Obviously, Cage Match can be skewed. From my count, it's 9-4 to you, Jess, in wins.
9-4. I'm so good. I'm so gonna win. What do you mean?
There was a draw. There was a draw in there.
There was a draw in there as well. I counted that for both of you as like one.
Oh, I know the one. I know the one. Yeah, I gotcha. I'm there.
But again, I mean, like, again, beating Charli Evans 9 times, like.
Who else has done that? No one, surely.
Not many people have done that.
No one's done that. No one ever does that.
No one ever will do that again.
Exactly. Again, I was going to say, like, as part of that, I also, like, added up, you've never actually lost a title match to Chevs either. So is that a good omen, or is that, like, see, again, because I take this back to, like, like other sport, like I'm a big football fan and stuff, and like I always say, like if like my team is on a run like that, I'm always like, oh well, the run will end this point. Like it's got to end at some point. Like, is it a good omen? Is it a good omen, or is it like, oh well, the run's got to end at some point?
How many title matches have we had?
I believe it was 4.
How many fucking titles have you had, sister?
Not that many.
I might be wrong about that. I think it was
5th time's a charm, I'd say.
5th time.
5th time's a charm.
Oh, wow.
But then again, is that a little chip on your shoulder? Like if like having, I mean, maybe it's
really. I feel pretty good about it.
Well, I think like, you know, I want to be PWA champion. I want to be the one that is the face of the company. I want to win Colosseum. Like at the end of the day, like as much as we are best friends and we're going to push each other, like there's still a huge thing on the line.
Mm.
And we're not like forgetting that. Like we're not just going to go and have a fucking little play around. Like
no, we're out to win.
We were literally like to the point of fucking ridiculousness.
And that's the thing, isn't it? I think it's good though. Like you said, like we were talking about earlier, it's like it's great that you guys can push yourselves that far and know that like at the end of the day, like that friendship is still going to be there between you because you've been through so much together. So you're able to push yourself out that extra little bit further and know that there's stuff on the line in terms of the title, in terms of Colosseum, but in terms of like your personal relationship, there's nothing on the line.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
yeah.
like we said on the last show, like let the best wrestler win. Like it's that simple.
And it's like no hard feelings. We're going to be friends no matter what. We're just going out there and we both are going to try really, really hard to win.
I mean, you guys have to be now, right? Because I woke up this morning on Instagram, saw like your latest promo video. You got matching tattoos now, like.
Yeah, we do.
It's too late to turn back now.
And
she has a little J.
Love that.
For me, for Jess.
For Jess.
That's amazing. That is brilliant. That is.
Why did
you did that with your hand? Does it show that? Is it like?
What the hell?
I don't know what
Mine
it is.
doesn't do that.
That's really weird because we had
doesn't like the tattoo.
Doesn't like it.
No, I don't know what I'm not sure what you're like zooming on, like what you're dialing in on. But we had Danny Black and Joe Lando do that like recently. Like they came on the bot and like they were doing thumbs up and it was appearing on the screen. Danny made balloons like appear and we don't know how.
I want that.
That happened to me on something the other day. Like balloons started going and I was like,
oh my God, Danny did that as well and I have no idea what caused it. I don't know what hand movement he did or what that like made balloons appear, but apparently that's a thing.
Well,
we've just got magic. It's just magic indie wrestlers who can make things appear out of nowhere.
I love it.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant. But again, like we mentioned, like you know, the magic tattoos, this friendship you guys have had, it is brilliant. It's a really lovely thing to like see you guys having evolved over the course of like what is basically a decade now in wrestling, and still.
Whoa, it is.
Yeah,
that's a long time.
I know, right? Like that's the thing is like you said 2014, then I asked you back like 2014, and it took me a little while in my head to click that was 10 years. Like that still feels like it was like 5 years or something.
Yeah, it has gone so quick.
Mm-hmm.
Like truly, it has like flown by.
Mm. Yeah,
it's crazy.
I mean, again, this match, you guys have got the championship on the line, and obviously, Jess, you want to defend. Charli, you want to make sure that you're the new PWA champion and show everyone, of course, that PWA is Chev's country. But of course, there's Colosseum on the line as well. So, like, that's the thing. So whoever wins out of you two in this title match, is it that person then has to go on and win Colosseum? Are you going to be disappointed in the other if they don't then go on to win Colosseum?
Yes.
Well, I think so. Especially like, you know, Jess has already said she's willing to defend the belt through the whole tournament. So, you know, if I win that belt the first night, I'm going to do the same thing. So
whoever wins Colosseum's winning the PWA Championship.
Way that I'm winning that belt night 1 and not winning fucking Colosseum night 2. And
there's no way I'm not leaving without my belt.
There is no way.
And I really want a sword. I've always wanted a sword so badly.
Imagine me with a sword, though.
No.
Could there be like a more badass image of like, again, obviously it's going to be one of you two, but like belt round the waist, sword in hand. Is there a more badass image in wrestling than that? Like that's going to be peak, right? That's like nothing tops that.
It's so cool. Like they really they've outdone themselves on that one.
I mean, like that you know, sword as well is bonkers to me. Like that's a new weapon. That's a new part of like the gimmick right there, right? Isn't it? Like every match coming to the ring with a sword, almost like.
I don't think wrestlers should have swords. That seems like a bad idea.
I feel like I do pretty well with a sword.
I was going to
I
say,
don't think you need one, girl.
I think I do great with.
Michelangelo makes it work, right? He comes to the ring with a sword, like he's fine.
I gig with a sword.
Oh my god. She can't win. Can't let it happen.
There you go. Well, I mean, we're gonna come back to the match itself in a sec because there are a couple more questions I want to ask you about it. But first, obviously that's you guys facing up. We're going to team you guys up now for a feature that we have here on the show called Dishing the Dirt, and I'm going to come to you each individually, and I'm going to ask you some questions, and I want you to let me know which member of the locker room best describes each thing that I ask you.
I'm nervous. Can I answer after Charli and I just say the same thing that she does?
Are we talking PWA locker room?
Yeah, let's say PWA.
Okay.
Or we can do like Aussie wrestling in general if you want.
Okay,
like,
Aussie wrestling?
Yeah. But like literally just whoever comes to mind. If it's even if it's someone like Charli from the UK or Jess from like the time in America and stuff, like no, like just anyone who comes to mind if you're thinking of anyone from the Aussie scene.
All right.
So the first one is who's always running late?
Ben Braxton.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Every fucking week when we go to training. Waiting in the car park for him. Where is he? 15, 20 minutes late. Bless him though. He's a hardworking man.
Another one, it must be a Newcastle thing. Adam Hoffman.
Late.
Really?
Always late.
On his own schedule.
Yeah.
Those Newcastle wrestlers, they just can't keep on time. I like it. I like how you did different answers as well. But like clearly, yeah, maybe it's a Newcastle thing.
Yeah.
I'm always on time.
Are you? That's good. I have like this nagging thing about like not being on time. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I hate it.
Yeah.
Doesn't work for me. I'm like, I get paranoid really bad if I'm going to be late for something. Even if I'm like 5 minutes late for work, I've got to text my boss, and I'm like, otherwise he'll be mad. I'm like, no.
I'm so
it makes me sweat. I get anxious.
Who has the worst music taste?
The worst?
Yeah. Again, it's all opinion, right? But objectively, in your mind, who has the worst?
I got something.
She's got an answer, but she doesn't.
But it's not even bad, you know. It's just like. It's not bad. I was going to say Ricky.
Oh, no, you're right. It's Ricky South. She's correct. I don't know why I didn't think of that straight away.
Last night at training, what was he doing?
At least he was taking requests.
Yeah, he was taking requests last night.
That's all right. I think
that man is like a 70-year-old man, like in however old he is, his body. Like, I don't know how old he actually is, but
he's younger than us.
That's insane. It's not bad. It's not bad.
It's not great.
It's not great.
I was going to say, I think when we had Ricky on, I think he said that people would say him. I don't think he said him. I can't remember who he said, but he was like, he said someone, then he was like, but I'm pretty sure everyone else would say me.
He's correct. At least he's
well, like, it's not bad, but like, it's not the right time and place.
Right.
What was he playing last night?
Like at training, he'll play like old slow shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, like let's pump the vibes up. Like,
yeah, like how
the same songs.
Yeah.
There's other songs out there. There's lots of songs.
But yeah, last night he did take requests for the first time. I did appreciate that.
Nice. Did you hand in a request?
We did. We did 365 by Charli XCX just to get the vibe. And then he actually put Sabrina Carpenter on.
Yeah, King.
But like he's like 3 months late.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
He's
like, I just heard this song. It's really good. Don't you guys like it? Obviously, we like it. We liked it ages ago.
I mean, taking it off a tangent, I've got to get your opinion on this. Taking it off a tangent from the questions. Again, when we had Ricky on, he said, he basically said that he's got a banging singing voice and he'd do really well as a member of the Backslide Girls. Can I get your thoughts on that?
I used to live with the guy. He's wrong.
Incorrect.
Yeah, I've heard him sing.
His exact words were that he's the Taylor Swift of Aussie wrestling.
No, he would like sing in the morning. Like he'd go downstairs and make a coffee
And he'd be singing like in lockdown and stuff, the weirdest music I've never heard before that he must have grown up with or something. And it was like in a different language. I don't know what's going on.
So we're not upvoting Ricky as part of the Backside Girls. That's not happening.
I want to see him do the dance, but
He said he would do the dance well, but again, is that?
I don't think.
no. Oh, I've seen the man dance in the club. He's got some enthusiasm. That's what he has.
And that's what it's all about, right? I feel like, again, Backside Girls, I feel like is a mentality more than anything.
True.
I agree. It's a confidence.
You got to have the mindset, and maybe he has that. Maybe he just has that.
I'd like to see him in a little outfit.
I think we all would, right?
Yeah.
I think that's got to, yeah. I think that's got to happen.
It'd be great.
The next one on this list is absolutely my favorite, and I'm very intrigued by what you're going to say to this. It's who, under absolutely no circumstances, would you let a family member date?
1 second, I'm just going to close my door.
Have some time to think about it.
I was like, is there someone in the house that you would?
Just someone's going to hear it and be like, what?
Yeah.
Someone just entered the house and I was like, oh.
But yeah, go on. Anyone in the locker room that, like, say a member of your family walked in like arm in arm with them and you'd be like, absolutely not happening. Or are there too many to name?
This is a hard one. Hard one to narrow down.
I'm trying to think of my sister alongside someone.
I only have brothers.
Yeah, that's different.
I wouldn't let my friends date any of them.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah, you're protecting the wrestlers instead.
Yeah. Oh, who would I not let a family member date?
The answer we've had a few times is basically just like no one should date a wrestler. That's like
Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
My first thought goes back to Ricky, but maybe he's just on my
I was
brain.
going to say Becky too.
Yeah.
well, especially knowing this love for dance and music that he now has, that like just could take over the relationship.
Or like someone crazy. I don't know who's crazy.
Kai Drake.
Yeah, Kai Drake.
Yeah, that's a red flag.
I think Ricky
A
said
walking red flag.
I bet Ricky would say Kai Drake.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick with that answer. I reckon that's
You know,
it.
Kai Drake is actually really nice.
Nah.
He's really kind, but he's just a menace.
Yeah.
And like when you hug him, he'll like slap you back, and I
He's
don't
very
like.
aggressive.
Yeah, but he means it like a loving way. But like it's
It's too rough.
There's only a certain people who can handle it, is what I'm getting.
yeah, like you really got to brace yourself for it because you know.
Right.
You have to be aware. Like you have to know the guy.
Right. Okay. I think it's a good choice, though. I think it's a good choice, and clearly said before. So there's
Have you seen
something
them
there.
Insane.
The next one is who has the worst dress sense? We're talking out the ring though, not ring gear. We're talking just what they rock up in.
Again.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man, I can't say his name that many times. Can I?
You
I
absolutely.
think
Oh, you know what happened at training last night? Billy Preston wore.
yeah, Billy Preston. What was he doing?
He was wearing. What was he wearing? A Chicago
He was
Bull.
wearing a Chicago Bulls jersey and a Boston Celtics shorts,
What?
and it really annoyed me.
You can't
Yeah,
go for
that's
two
it.
teams.
Yeah,
And
that's.
Christmas colors? Are you fucking crazy?
Don't be sitting on the fence. Support one team.
I was like, what are you doing?
Ideally, Team
Just
Human
right.
Weapon if we're talking jerseys, right? Team Human Weapon is who you got to support if we're talking jerseys.
Yes. Tough cunts only.
Yeah, none of the
Not for
balls. Yeah,
But yeah, that was pretty fucking whack.
yeah. That
Hi,
doesn't
Drake.
work.
Crazy dress sense.
Oh, he annoys me.
A lot of patterns going on.
Yeah,
Lots of pineapples and like donuts and stuff.
two out.
Any
there.
kind of food.
Yeah.
There are
Yeah.
some foods that, maybe don't belong on clothing.
Especially shorts.
Oh, on shorts.
Yes.
I was going to say on a shirt, you could probably get away with it.
All over patterns.
Who needs their shorts to
These
stand out
people, they
that much?
have potential. Do you know what I mean? They have potential. They need to be directed.
Mhm.
Steer
If
them the
Ricky
right.
wore shoes, he might get extra points, but he doesn't.
That just lowers the score.
Yeah, it's fucking insane.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the next one's the nicer version. So we're talking in the ring now. We're talking in the ring. You guys have forgotten your gears for a show. I'm going to say you can't swap gear because that'd be too easy an answer. You guys have both forgotten your gear for a show and you need to go borrow someone's gear, but it's one size fits all.
Okay.
So you can pick whoever you want. And we're talking
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah, and if you want to pick a guy's gear, we're talking like everything that needs to be covered is covered. Like,
Okay.
but like you still have their gear.
Do I go for something similar? Like something that could pass as my kind of vibe?
Everyone's gear is so good though.
Yeah.
Like everyone at PWA,
I think
shout out.
we've had that before. Everyone says that. Everyone, like, again, having seen it, like, on you guys' shows, like, you guys have got pretty sick gear out there.
Oh yeah. Like Madison Eagles makes majority of our roster's gear.
Mm.
It's unreal.
Incredible job.
Everyone has fucking good gear.
That's the thing. I think Jess hit the nail on the head, though. It's like, do you go something similar that you feel like people think you could pass off, or do you get something way out there?
Right? Or do I just have like a random night where I go crazy?
You know whose gear I do fuck with? Billy Preston's One Piece.
I was thinking that also, but I don't want to wear it. It looks hot.
It does look really hot, but it would suit you with like a little bell bottom.
Oh, I look cute in that, wouldn't I?
I really do fuck with that.
I was thinking like, because Frankie B's gear is always good.
I was going to say PWA have really good gear.
Yeah.
Bath girls obviously have really good gear.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
I liked Jude's new gear at the last show.
Mm.
Yeah.
He had this iridescent purple. Liked that.
We had when we had Paris and Jude on, they said that they'd swap gears with you guys for a night, and they'd like.
Oh, we could do that.
I would do that. That's
Because I also like Paris's length that he has on his pants.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Who do you think would pull off each of your guys out of those two? Like who would be Chevs and who would be Jess?
That's a hard one.
I think if you still had the long pants, the flares, Jude,
I think so as well.
because he has a big bum.
Yeah, actually, still maybe Jude because he's a groovy kind of guy.
He is. He would.
With
suit-
my flowery gear, maybe he'd wear that.
And Paris would look so cool in my like long PVC.
Oh, he would.
Yeah.
Even the shorts as well.
Yeah.
Aw,
The
that'd
shorts
be
that come to his
cute.
knees.
Yeah. Maybe, yeah.
But you know who also does have good gear? Just to bring it back around, Ricky has lovely gear all the time.
He does, yeah.
Beautiful jackets, and he gives a fuck about gear. So I will give that to him.
And he always has new gear also.
Always
His
has.
match, he always has new gear ready to go.
I was going to say jackets are good. I should have said to you as well, as part of it, like you get whatever they come to the ring in, like you get any like extra ring attire. So like,
Okay.
And Ricky always has nice boots. Like he always gets boots for his new gear. That's cool. I love that.
Yeah, that is sick.
Puts
Yeah,
in the
he really goes the extra mile for gear.
Mm.
I like that. That's good to know. That's good to know. He does kill it. He does kill it.
He cares about that.
In my head, half though, while we've been talking about this, like I half just remember what you said about Jude's bum because it's really funny because he said the same about his bum. I think he said Jess that he'd pull off your gear better because he's got a nicer.
Hey, hang on a second.
Do you feel it?
He owned it. He was like, yeah, my bum would look good in that.
Nice, I like it.
Yeah, he would look cool. And I like his
He would though.
I like his sparkly thing that he has that he
Little
wears.
mesh top.
Yeah, that's cool.
I like that too.
I'd wear that.
I think we definitely see a gear swap. And maybe like some sort of like Halloween show or something. Like just a gear swap.
Which is all just one show, everyone swaps gear. That sounds fun.
That would be so good. Yes.
Oh, and we become the other person. I like that.
Yes, actually like properly buy into the gimmick. That would be great.
Act do a show like that. They did like press start one year and everyone was like a gym.
I like that. That's fun.
Remember Kyle was Nixon and I was like, don't fuck this up. Like she's like my favorite fucking wrestler. Don't fuck this up.
And that's the thing, isn't it? Then the pressure's on in that moment because you really got to do respect to that person.
Yeah, and do all their moves and shit. That'd be a fun show.
That will be so much fun.
There we go. PWA, if you're watching, make it happen.
Please.
Yeah.
That would be fucking great.
The next one is who would throw the best party in the locker room? Who would throw the party you guys need to be at? Like this can be an individual. Obviously, it's all down to like personal preference of what you want in a party, I guess. But like, who would throw the party that you guys need to be at?
It is probably going to be my household / Jax Jordan.
Jax Jordan, your house, wrestler house, dropouts.
Dropouts for sure. Absolutely.
Could do a good one.
Yeah, actually, that'd be a really fun party.
Bit of a
They do it at this house.
Yeah, it would be at your house.
Yeah.
They wouldn't tell you either.
No, they just invite everyone.
Yeah, they'd be like, by the way, we're having a party tonight.
Yeah, you just get home, you're like, oh, okay, this is happening.
That's basically what it is.
Yeah, that's happened before, multiple times.
I love Jess's house, right? Because you'll be sitting there and the door will just open and you never know who it is. And it's like a fun game of, cool, who is it going to be?
Sometimes me and all the people that live here are sitting downstairs, and it's like that scene from Friends where the door opens and we look at each other and like, who's not home?
Who's missing from the group?
We're all here.
I love that. That's good. Chevs, not yours. Not with Connor having the backside girls on like retainer for parties.
Absolutely not. I love going to bed.
It is nice.
Get out of my house. I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, that's true.
I live so far away from everyone as well. It'd be inconvenient.
That's but that's how you know the party's good, right? People are willing to travel that far.
That's true. That is true. Maybe one day. Maybe I'll throw a little emo party or something.
Yeah, like whole weekender or something.
Yeah. That'd be cool. All right, maybe.
Convinced.
Yeah, it's just Jess.
Yeah. That's
Ooh,
all.
okay, that sounds nice.
That's all the party you need, right? That's all the party you need.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Love that. The final one I think is again the not to date one is my favorite, but this one I think is the most important. I'm also going to say for this one you can't pick each other because again as best friends it seems too convenient. So who would you pick to be your partner in the zombie apocalypse?
Oh, I wouldn't want anyone
one.
to be my partner because I'd give up. I'm not even going to lie to you. I would just go, all right, just take me. It's fine.
Yeah, I might pick Kai Drake.
Yeah.
And eat them.
Does he he's like his brain. He thinks so far out the box that I feel like we'd go fine. He just survive.
Yeah, he would.
That's what you want, isn't it? That's what you want.
He fucking would.
He would.
Like, but by like sheer luck. Like
he might not even be trying.
no, he wouldn't. He probably wouldn't know what's going on.
No, he had no idea.
You just
Like he'd
answer
be
the regular day.
it. And like it would be like accidentally and like something would like fall on the zombie, do you know what I mean? Because he like kicked it. Like
Comedy movie.
yeah. Will he?
Okay, so it wouldn't be down to Kai's skill. It would be like a comedy movie where like he accidentally does something and it causes this ripple effect where
Yeah, he probably saved the world.
He would. He truly would. I wouldn't wish anyone to be my partner because I would not give a fuck. I'd say
that's what you want, right? In that case, don't you want someone like a Kai or like a Ben Braxton who can like sort of like just be like, there you go, you deal with it, I'm off.
well, yeah, if I can just not move.
Yeah.
Like I just
lie down.
I'm not gonna try so hard and get so far and then I probably will like get eaten. Do you know what I mean? I'd rather cut it at the fucking start.
That's fair.
I mean, I can't believe you didn't say Everett Connors. Like
he can survive without me.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he can't.
He's
He'd be sad though.
He would be sad.
Yeah, he wouldn't be the same. It would be like a different Everett. It'd be like he wouldn't be able to carry on.
I know. He probably would, but he would be brave. But he's a little scaredy guy. He would be scared with me.
You just both sit at home and wait for them to come. Wait for the zombies to come.
He's American. They have basements. We just go in a basement or something.
Ah, that's true. Americans definitely know how to deal with it better. I tell you what.
Oh, yeah. They're fucking prepared.
We are not.
We're not.
They're prepared even though the zombie apocalypse isn't happening. They're ready for it.
They got 6 years worth of food ready to go.
Amazing. Well, that brings it into that feature. We've got one more fun feature that we like to close with. But before that, I want to bring it back to sort of like both PWA and sort of like what you guys have got going on individually as well. Jess, I'll start with you. We spoke about your run as champion and how great that's been for you and all the highlights. Like, is there in that run, say for obviously like, because you said at the minute like your favorite moment is beating Ricky for the belt, but let's say post that, is there a certain match or certain moment in this run you've had that really like sticks in your mind, stands out, like that was an important moment, that was an important one for you?
I had just a great time the last show against Ben Braxton in the opener at the where were we?
The factory.
At the factory. That was just like so much fun and so different to what I normally get to do because it wasn't announced. It was like we go out there, we talk on the mic, which is the scariest part for me. And then we just had like a great match. And he's like the best guy to wrestle. He's just like the best wrestler. He's so good. And I don't know, I came backstage, everyone gave me so many nice compliments. Everyone was so nice. And it was just like a really sweet moment. So I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. And Chevs, for yourself, obviously, again, we spoke about how you're convincing everyone that everywhere is Chev's country. You're doing that back in the UK in a couple of months. Coming back in November. So, I mean, obviously, you've got the Resurgence title with you. First off, let's talk about that first. Facing Kanji at Resurgence, bringing back, talking about reliving like rivalries and stuff, right? That's an iconic one over here. How much are you looking forward to getting one more match with Kanji?
I'm really excited. Like, I obviously hold that whole run very, very dear to my heart. And, you know, we were meant to have a match back in 2022 when I was over there. Didn't end up happening. And then, you know, for so many years to have passed, and when I beat Doris for the title, and, you know, she came into the ring and people were chanting like one more time, I was like, oh fuck, like, you know, there was so many other things that happened the weekend of the Iron Woman match. Like, you know, there was like Royal Quest, there was like, I think like a WWE show or something as well. Like, there was so many things, and we still sold out Resurgence, you know, on just that match. And I think, wow, like people remember that 4 years, 5 years on. So it was just really, really special. And, you know, watching her grow and evolve, and especially like her whole Progress run, and now like with Rev Pro, like she's just gotten so fucking good. And I am really, really excited. I'm really excited.
Really excited to. Then you'll have both belts by then, of course, right?
Exactly. I literally was going to say, I was thinking about this before. I was like, maybe I'll defend the PWA belt as well.
Hey.
That'd be good.
This is right here. Come on.
Make everything a world title. That'd be good. Why not? I'm sure Resurgence would be down.
Oh, they'd be more than down for it, wouldn't they?
Would you like a PWA Championship match on your show in November?
I'll have to bring me over too then.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, I was going to say that's going to happen, right? Jess, when are we going to get you over here?
I'd love to go over there. I've never wrestled in the UK before.
I was going to say,
I've never wrestled in Europe and like anywhere, so it'd be great.
Jess, can we make this happen? Can you bring Jess over?
Yeah.
I would love that. Dan Reed, please, sister.
Get it done. We need this. We need this to happen.
I know. Fuck.
Right. It's
so
insane. It hasn't at this point, if I'm honest. It's insane. We need Jessica Troy over here because like the Aussies can't get all the great matches. I mean, Jess, you have great matches every show you're on, but it's upsetting that like the Aussie scene gets them all.
Like, and the time difference sucks as well. So yeah.
Exactly.
It's just all like, I think Jess would fucking smash it over there. Like seeing Lena and how well she's just done.
Yeah, killing it.
Oh, it makes me so happy.
It
makes me so happy. And if you enjoyed Lena on her UK tour, she is in Colosseum. So fucking please watch.
Yeah, absolutely. Lena smashed it. She was great. Like she's had some amazing matches. She had a great match with Alex Windsor at the ETG.
Oh, that would be good.
When that got announced, I was like, oh yeah. Fuck. Like
that was an incredible match. She's killed it at like Progress as well. Like she's done Resurgence as well. Like she's done such a good job. Like she's really impressed. Like everyone I've spoken to has been so impressed by her. Yeah,
she's fucking amazing.
Yeah, smashed it. So we need more. Bring all the Aussies over here. It's got to happen. Right? Yeah. Yes. UK tour, PWA UK tour.
That would be sick.
Little costly, I imagine. Little costly.
I'm sure. No, it'll be fine.
Maybe we could do like a little swap.
Oh, swap.
Oh, yeah, exchange program. Yeah, let's do like a full show swap.
I would like that.
That sounds fun.
What show would go down well over there if we're doing like show swaps? So PWA come over here. What show do you think like the PWA crowd would most like over there?
Oh, I would love something like a Modern Nomad or something like, or an Attack, like some like wacky shit.
One of those two, like a Riot Cabaret, something where it's like wild and like crazy,
like artsy and weird and like.
Sydney would love that, to be fair.
Yeah, I think there's a good like market for that sort of shit.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, let's make it happen. Yeah. I think that's great. Well, I mean, for both of you, like what you've had going on the last year has both been incredible for both of you. I can't wait for this match that you've got at Colosseum. But that brings us into our final feature. And again, we've talked about how this is very much great friends, better rivals throughout the course of this chat. And that leads us on nicely to this last feature, because this is sort of our version of wrestler Mr. and Mrs., except it's with wrestlers and you're not a couple, but you know what I mean. We'll make it work. But again, I'm going to pose you some questions, and I want you guys to let me know which of the two of you think it best applies to.
Ooh, okay. Wait, as in we either say ourselves or the other person?
Yeah, you say it's either you or Chevs.
This is just going to be Chevs the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You don't know that.
He's a dumb bitch.
So yeah, the first one actually, it's like the dish in the dirt. The first one is who's always running late.
Comparatively, probably me.
I was going to say you, but not running late. Just when you say you're going to get there, but it's normally later than me.
Yeah.
Jess is early. You're on time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Who's running later? It should be then. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha. Who takes the longest to get ready?
Me.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of intricacies to go on.
Deciding an outfit. Have you seen me try to do that? Oh my god.
It is the outfit. It's the outfit.
There's too many options.
Yeah.
I have too many options. I was
They're
saying
all so good.
You do have a lot of options. I gotta say, actually, going back to like almost the individual stuff, like what I got here, your new Medusa complex gear is so sick. Like,
oh, just you wait.
Just you wait.
You've got more coming. Oh my god, are there better things coming?
Oh,
yes,
I've already seen it. She's already got the inside track. I want to see.
She saw it last night and today.
Oh my god, I'm excited. Again, like that's the thing. I don't know how you're going to top it though, because like your latest Medusa complex gear, I look at like on both you and Millie, and I'm like, this might be my favorite gear. Like the colors, like the design of it is so sick.
well, just wait.
And just wait.
Okay, all right. I'm willing for my mind to be blown right now. This is going to be good.
Available for Medusa Complex bookings in November as well.
Yes, okay, but we didn't mention that either. Medusa Complex reunion again, twice in 1 year. How lucky have we been?
Oh, how good.
I know. So if you'd like some fucking quality tag team wrestling and some quality fucking gear on your show, we are available.
Everyone should be wanting these two things.
Why would you not? Yeah. What
With
about
the whole
yes, Medusa Complex Down Under? Like,
that'd be
do you think the guys would want to see that, right? At PWA or like anywhere else?
Absolutely. 100%.
And it's crazy because Jess and Millie have wrestled.
Yeah, but you weren't there.
I wasn't
met
there.
and you weren't there.
They've met and I wasn't there.
How does that work? Like, it feels like you've got to
colliding.
be there, right? Like,
It's so weird.
what was that reaction like? Like you two best friends wrestling, and you're like, what am I doing?
Right?
It felt like we knew each other. It felt like we've already met. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. It's cool.
Love it. I mean, like, again, sorry, just away from these questions again. Like, because I can't believe I didn't ask you. Like, again, that must be really cool having another Medusa Complex reunion, getting to do that all over again, especially like twice this year because it had been so long before that since you'd had that opportunity to wrestle with Millie.
Yeah, so long. And like even when I was there in 2022, like we couldn't do any, streamed matches because she was signed. So like one dark match or something at Eve. So yeah, it was and it just felt right. Like it just like there wasn't any time missing.
Yeah.
It was just all right, back to it. And we were just like on like in sync, perfect. Fucking felt good.
That's got to be a nice feeling, especially after that long, to know that you can just like naturally like just meld back into it.
Yeah, it was fucking awesome.
And that match you had with Sunshine Machine was bonkers as well.
Oh, so fun. They're so good. It was so fun. I wish that was in front of a crowd, but I'm also glad that it wasn't.
Yeah, you got to well with it. They're doing it right now, aren't they, Sunshine Machine? They've had a decent weekend. They had a decent weekend from what I've seen, like a little bit.
Yeah, that cameraman. Hope he's all right.
That was wild.
So good.
You guys have got that chance. AEW coming to Australia in February.
Yes.
We need that. We need like you guys as part of the.
We need something.
I was going to say like this is like I don't know if Eddie's going to be back from injury by then, but like this is if he is, this is the closest chance we're going to get to the dream match, right?
Get into rehab, motherfucker. Go on.
Come on, let's go. He's got to come on.
We've got to go on the doorstep. We've got to make the match happen.
I know. I have gear ready for it. I literally have had this gear sitting here. I'm not even joking you. It's right next to me. I'm not going to show you because it's a surprise. But I've had Eddie Kingston gear ready for this match. So when it happens, I'm good to go.
Had it waiting. Yeah, it's got to get some use. It's got to get some use.
It has to. Otherwise, I've wasted my money. And he owes me a few $100.
It's on you, Eddie. The ball's on you if this doesn't happen.
Please. But imagine that. Oh, but I'm hyped. I like, that's really fucking exciting. Exciting for all like the Aussies that are assigned there.
Oh yeah, it must be so nice. That would feel so good.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm really excited for it. Like, I think it's only going to help us in the long run as well.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, yeah. And again, it goes back to what we were saying at the start, right? Of like the scene growing. Because again, like recently as well, you had WWE out there. Now you've got AEW coming. Like people are taking notice of like, this is a market we need to tap into.
That there's actual wrestling fans out here and they should be, taking notice of them. Yeah.
Just every Australian that comes out of this fucking place. Like,
they're just so good.
Unreal.
Yeah.
They're so good at wrestling.
I was going to say, because Chevs, I think we said that like last time we came on, like the Aussie scene in terms of like, I feel like it had been so underappreciated for so long because so many good wrestlers come out of there. And so many wrestlers, like great wrestlers, are there and like haven't broken out, but like deserve to break out.
Yeah.
And
like
now,
I just
like coming to you.
Yeah, like pound for pound, I just feel like the talent we have here is just like untouchable.
I would totally agree. And that's why we need you all over here, because I don't fly well and I want to see you all wrestle.
Yes.
But what about you, Jess? Like we know Chev's dream AEW match for getting on that show. What would be yours? Like if we're talking just AEW at the minute, is there one in particular you look at and you're like, I'd like to face them?
Is Matt Sydal still there? Because that's for sure.
He's been there, hasn't he? I don't know if he's still signed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's been there. He has been there recently because now Ricochet is also there. Yeah. That's my dream match. Matt Sydal.
Can you imagine those two matches on that card? Anyone watching?
I wouldn't make it to the ring. I'd pass away.
That would be whack.
Give it to us on like a Collision as well. Like we had obviously like Nina Samuels and like Kid Lycos 2 on Collision over here. Yeah, give us on Collision. Those two matches, just headline Collision. Great.
Ease.
That's all we need. Like that's everything.
Easy done, I reckon.
Tony watches the podcast. I'm sure. Like he'll be listening.
Come on.
He's not busy enough. He'll see the title of this and he'll know. He'll be like, okay, I got to get this happening.
Please give your very niche audience what they want.
Come on.
Me.
Well, love that. I love that. I know time's ticking on, so we'll get back to these questions quickly. The next one is obviously, again, especially like somewhere like Australia, you've got to do a lot of travel. Wrestlers do a lot of travel anyway. But who's the better driver? Yeah?
Jessica rather well.
I'm getting better.
Oh, okay. But you're
not in the car with her, so I don't know if this is fact, but
you're not generally the driver though, Jess.
I only just recently got my license.
Ah, okay, that's fair enough then.
But I'm okay so far.
That's
great.
That's all right. I mean, like I've got my license and I drive terribly. Like I do not get behind the wheel. I don't know how they pass me up.
I take the long way around the block because I don't want to do a 3-point turn, but we live.
That's what you stick to what you're comfortable with, right?
Yeah, exactly. And it makes me practice driving more because it's longer.
Exactly. It's a win-win. It's a win-win.
Yeah.
The next one is that who's the better cook?
I don't know.
I do enjoy cooking.
So do I. We haven't really eaten each other's meals.
We haven't.
No.
Not really.
No.
We made a salad at my house once.
Yeah, it was tofu salad. It was nice.
It was good.
You're telling me there's nothing, some sort of like Aussie wrestling come dine with me happening?
We should do that. I would love to do a dinner party.
We should do a bake-off.
I'm bad at baking.
I go okay at baking.
That's even better though. That's what people want to watch is the bad baking.
Yeah. Oh my God. We should get Jax Jordan to film like a wrestler house come dine with me. That would be so sick.
See, I was talking to someone about this recently. I think it was Will Keatis.
Oh, get this happening. I'd watch that. You put that on some sort of pay-per-view paywall. I pay for that.
Yeah, right.
That would be so fun.
Yeah.
I really do enjoy cooking, but I can't bake for shit.
It's just a bit time consuming, that's all.
Yeah, I just whack. I love shit burnt, hey, like, so I just whack the oven up all the way and just like.
Just let it go. When it's black, it's done. That's it.
Yeah. Like when it's burnt, it's good.
Yeah, I need a bit of crunch.
Yeah, I like the crunch.
Brilliant.
I think we're both.
The next one is who's the more over with the crowd?
Chevs.
You think so?
I think so.
I think that's arguable. I think the reactions you get, like,
On the night.
mm,
Bitches love me. I'm not gonna lie. Bitches love me, but bitches love Jess.
yeah.
We're both just great, aren't we?
We are.
That's the thing,
We are.
right? Everyone just loves both of you.
I will be interested going into Colosseum.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be very interesting.
I think it'll be pretty split, honestly.
Mm.
Which is good. I think that's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it's different for us because, you know, like the last time we wrestled, like I was very much not liked.
Yeah, because you were mean to me.
I was mean. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's
But
the thing.
like, yeah,
You've got this thing where, I think Ricky said this as well, like, Jess, you've got this thing where, like, if like literally anyone is mean to you, like they're the heel automatically. Like that's like straight heel turn. Being mean to Jess is straight heel turn.
yeah,
I don't know.
You're just too lovable. There you go.
yeah. She's like she's like I don't. That's her.
The ultimate face. The ultimate baby face.
I don't know how I do it.
How can you hate her? Look at her. Look at her.
So lovable. I love it. I love it. Well, actually, that's the next one's the interesting one. Is like, who's the most over in the locker room?
In the locker room.
Everyone loves Jess. She's funny.
I am funny.
I scare people, I think, a little
You're a
bit.
bit intimidating, I
A
reckon.
bit intimidating.
But I think people respect you
Yeah, people respect.
and your opinion. They definitely respect your opinion and they ask you for advice.
Oh, that's kind.
I love that.
Yeah, like people wouldn't fuck with me. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Not that they would fuck with her.
Yeah, because I'm going to go to her.
Yeah.
You got the backup ready.
Yeah, literally, that's why.
I think we're a combination package. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
literally, we are.
Or you could so do like a Shawn Michaels Diesel kind of deal.
Better together. I love that name, Diesel. That's what I would name my child, Diesel.
I like that. That's nice.
Yeah. I think it's cool.
That's an interesting one. I'll give you that.
I really like it.
Imagine this little nugget running around, Diesel.
Is Everett on board with that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
That's
For
all right
sure.
then. Oh, that's fine then.
Yeah.
In that case, we won't do the tag team because that'll ruin the child.
Oh no, yeah, don't do that.
We can still do the tag team though, like you guys. I think that would be like that's another good Halloween thing, right? Like Diesel Shawn, like Halloween show.
She'd be Sean for sure.
Yeah. That's yeah. You're the muscle behind.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, she is the muscle. Look at that.
But you know when I was like saying, "Oh, I like this name Diesel," I didn't even think of the fucking wrestler.
Just what you like the petrol.
I just thought
That's
that's a
what I
tough.
meant when I said it. Yeah, there we go.
That is a tough name. like petrol, you know.
The final one again, brilliantly how I've done this brings us back full circle. Who is going to win October 12th at Colosseum PWA Championship on the line?
Chevs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Can't agree on that. Are you sure you don't want to agree on
We'll
that
have to wait and see.
Sister, I said it first.
Brilliant,
Yeah.
brilliant. Well,
The better wrestler will win on the night.
yes, exactly. And then
The best wrestler, yeah.
and you'll shake hands afterwards, and it will be lovely, and you'll be back to being best friends, and it'll be
We'll
very
be in
cool.
pain.
And she will watch me go on night 2 and win the whole fucking thing. And it'll be lovely.
Maybe, or they might watch me do it. Who knows? Hopefully it's me.
Definitely.
great.
Like, well, no, Jess, that's the thing, isn't it? Like, if Chevs wins, surely that's going to be your answer to the who would you not let someone date? Because you can't have Chevs bringing the title round, or like having like your brothers like at family occasions, her with the
True.
title. I mean, I know.
True.
I know you're married. I know you're married.
I get over it eventually.
Everett's fine with it in this scenario, but like, we're talking
No dice.
It would.
brilliant. Well,
Everyone's going to have fun. Do you know what I mean? Regardless, everyone will be having fun.
It's gonna be a great night.
yes, it's going to have fun. The crowd's going to have fun. Like, how would they not? It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Well, that brings us very nearly to the end of the chat. And I have one final question for you guys before we wrap up. But it's not a question that's been left by me because we have a feature here on the show where our last guest leaves a question for our next guest without any context of who they're going to leave it for. So they don't know that this person don't know that they were leaving it for you guys.
Okay.
So the question is, this is an interesting one as well. This is a really interesting one. Okay, so you both have a red button in front of you. If you press this red button, you can be signed to the company of your choice. but it means that 5 people that you know will never wrestle again.
Oh,
Do you press it?
I don't think so.
No.
No?
Nah.
No.
You guys are just too
No.
long. I love that. That's like the wholesome answer, but I think that's nice.
Who asked that?
No, I can't tell you that. I can tell you that once we stop recording. I can't tell you that.
Okay.
As part of a kayfabe of the podcast, I can't tell you that.
Ooh, fun. Okay, I like that.
No, I don't think I would.
No, because it's not like, and if I want to get signed, just work hard and and hope for the best and like do what you got to do.
Yeah.
I love that answer.
Yeah. You don't want to ruin people's
Dreams. Yeah.
And you
People
want
like it.
right? You want it to be on your merit, not just a button that you press.
Yeah. Nah.
No, I like it. Well, that brings us very nearly to the end of the recording. And Charli Evans, Jessica Troy, thank you so much for joining me here today to build up to PWA Colosseum October 12th, 13th. I hope you guys have had a good time.
Absolutely. It's been great. Thank you so much.
Of course. Thank you guys so much for coming on. It's been a pleasure to have you here. And we always end our podcast with a final bit of promo time going to our guests. So, Jess, as the champ for now, I'll start with you. For anyone watching this, for anyone listening to this who wants to watch PWA in the UK or the US or on stream, wants to watch Colosseum, or is in Australia and wants to come down, why do they need to come to Colosseum? Why is Jessica Troy versus Charli Evans for the PWA Championship going to be the match to see, the show stealer, the thing that everyone should be watching?
Because this is what has been building up for over a decade, or pretty much a decade now. It's our entire friendship in one match, I think. And if you don't want to see 2 soulmates going at it in the ring, then I don't know what you want to see. So get down there or watch it online.
Love it. Charli, anything to add?
Yeah, I just think, like, regardless of what timeline you've come on in the last 10 years, you have watched Jess and I grow, from like 17-year-old girls to the wrestlers we are today. And no matter where you've come in on that, you have been part of the journey. So I just think like this is like the culmination of that. And for the biggest thing in this fucking country. And that is just so fucking unreal. So unreal. So please, if there is fucking one thing that you watch this year in Australia, this is the one.